let's keep going. Just let me start sharing my screen again. Okay. Well, okay, is it okay now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Yes.
Okay. Well, now let me play the audio. So let's listen again. Okay.
Recording 10.4.
Okay.
I've been thinking a lot recently, Todd. I think you probably know I'm not happy here at all, and I feel I've got to do something about it.
Really? What exactly is the problem?
I think you know it, Todd. Jacques let me down badly with that order. He just wouldn't make any effort for me. So we've lost the order. It means I don't get the commission, and it'll also affect my bonus.
Olivier, you must understand, you can't promise a customer that will deliver in 3 weeks. It's a busy time at the moment. Jacques working under a lot of pressure.
Maybe, but let's face it. Jacques' no good as a production manager. He can't deal with pressure. He just says, sorry, I can't help. But it's not just Jacques.
Oh, yes?
Well, to be honest, I am not happy with the way you run the department.
I'm listening.
The trouble with you is, you always want to know where I am, every second of the day. You give me no space. You want to control me all the time. How can I meet my sales targets if I have to spend all the time writing reports, answering your telephone messages, and attending meetings? I've got to be out there selling 24 hours a day.
Maybe. But you can't just do what you like, when you like, Olivier. Discipline is important.
Discipline, control. Look, I've had enough. I've given everything to this company, but no one cares. So I've decided to resign. You'll get my letter in the morning, and I'll send a copy to Charles. He won't be pleased, I'm sure. We've been friends for years. But I just can't work with you, Todd. There's no other solution.
Well, so the first question, okay, the origin of conflict. So what happened? What was the issue?
I think Oliver said that he disappointed. He angry with Zach because he thinks like don't try to effort for Oliver, and it's the it's affected to his commission and bonus. But I think the big issue is Oliver don't Oliver doesn't agree with Todd.
Thought, of course.
He think he thought he says that he told that Todd runs the business. He didn't agree with the way Todd runs the business, runs the department. I think so.
Right.
And Todd is try to control him.
Yeah.
Doesn't give him space, enough space, and and Oliver thinks that he doesn't need answer talk message and telephone all the time and report all the time. He thinks it's the important thing is his result, his sale target. Yeah.
Praise.
I think he didn't like the way Todd runs the department.
Of course. So the first, as you mentioned, the important issue was, order from department store actually to be delivered by the end of month. So, and do you find Olivia's reaction rude? Do you find Olivia's reaction rude?
Reaction.
Yeah, Olivia reaction. So do you find it rude?
I and
Because Jack's complaint to Todd, Olivia is rude and actually cares only about himself. So do you find it rude according to the audio?
I'm not sure because
Yeah.
the audio just tell about just told about his promise with customer about
Of
produce
course.
uh, at the end of month.
Yeah, of course.
I
Yeah, of
can't
course.
see any rude behavior here.
Yeah. Of course, of course. So you don't think so, but actually, we can get from the audio that Olivia's reaction was a bit rude because, as you said, I don't know, not to answer and not to talk this person is something like a bit rudeness and anger. Maybe he's a bit angry and a bit rude, so we can consider it as anger and rudeness. But of course, it depends on your opinion, so what you think. Well, okay, and now it's time to talk about this one. Starting up, okay, so what conditions are important for people starting new businesses? Choose the three most important from the list. Okay, so tell me which one can be the most important and what do you think?
Mm, um, condition important.
Yeah,
I think stable economy.
yeah, of course.
Low
So,
interest
yeah.
rate.
Yeah.
No, no. I think because we choose most important, right?
Yeah, of course. Three most important from list, of course. Your opinion. So, what do you think?
Yeah.
If you
So
ask me, I say low tax is really important.
yeah, I think
That's
yeah,
really important. Yeah,
yes,
because especially in our country, we need to pay a large amount of money for
yeah,
tax, and of course, so I think low tax is very important factor.
yeah.
And
And if we, I think startup always need to lend money, so
yeah,
low interest rate.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, so another is a, a strong currency.
Yeah. Tell me about what do you think about, flexible labor market? So the flexibility of labor market, maybe ability to adopt and respond to change. So because about this one, of course there are different, so let me say why I discussed this. When we say low tax, because I discussed it, it can be about flexible labor market, where there are not only low taxes on companies, but also low social costs. So low payments from companies and, for example, employees for benefits such as healthcare and something like this. For example, if you are working in this organization, of course, you can pay less than the other people for healthcare, services. So I think it can be another perk can be considered. So what do you think about flexible labor market?
Flexible labor market. Uh, yeah, maybe, but I'm not because like it is not in the rule.
Yeah,
Flexible is mean is change fast.
yeah. It's something like ability to adapt, and respond to change. So you are adaptable, you are changeable. So the condition, the situation is changeable, so flexible. And labor market, of course, it's something like, not only you can actually pay low taxes, but
Mm.
also you can get some other benefits from your work. For example, if you want to get some healthcare services, okay, so it's something because of working in this organization, you don't need to pay as much as the other people. So
Mm.
maybe this is another perk of my actually job. So I think that's really important. It means if you work in a company, corporation or somewhere else, so you get some perks, some benefits,
Mm.
money that can be economical or maybe other benefits, like for example, food, transport, or for example, healthcare, free healthcare, so some other things. So what do you think about this? Do you agree that this is perk is really important? What advantage that you get from your job is really important?
I still confused
Ah,
with this.
yeah,
Yeah,
let me explain, of course. So if I made you confused, so let me explain. Uh, when we say low tax is of course one aspect. So I live it. And I want to talk about another perk. So let me write here. Perk. It means
yeah, I know.
advantages. Yeah, of course, advantages. So I want to say that is really important to get some advantages from your work. So if I want to start this business, it's important to think about perks. For example, I give these advantages to my employees. For
Yeah,
example, free transport, for example, food, for example, low cost for healthcare services. So they
yeah,
are
yeah,
my advantages that I give as an employer, a person who actually established a new business, to my employees. And I want you to know your opinion, if you agree with it, that perk and advantage of a work is really important. So we need to think about it when we want to start a business.
yeah. Of course, I think that it's not only about new business. It's for own business for the company is with long journey. So I think if we have perk, it's really I think it's an advantages for all business. If we have, it's really how to say, but because why I really confusing, I am confusing because I don't know. I know some organizations they have a perk,
Of
but not
course.
all, because
Yeah.
perk is really, I think it's special. It's really special.
Of course.
Yeah.
So some companies, of course, give some advantages to their employees that can be very actually important. And some of them know, okay, you're working here, so just salary and just this. So
Yeah.
of course, I do agree with you, and you're right to get confused because of this, okay, because it's not really common. And
Yeah.
let me ask you another question about this. Do you have any idea about this one? The definition of low interest rates, what it means? Do you have any idea?
Another thing is about bank policy
Yeah,
and the agreement with the bank with new business owner.
yeah,
And of course, sometimes I can see some policy of government. They have the policy for new business owner with low interest rate.
of
This
course. To
one,
borrow money to develop, yeah,
yeah,
business, of
yeah.
course, very good. And okay, of course, this one, cheap rents. What do you think about this? You know,
Yeah,
of course, you need to have a space for your factory,
yeah.
office. So what do you think about it?
It means we can run business more easier if we have cheap rents
Of course.
because rents, especially if we run business in the big city or in the
Yeah,
center of city, the
yeah,
rents, a house or car or transport is very expensive.
yeah,
So if we have cheap rents, is really
of course.
important to save
Yeah,
money and to focus on other important thing
yeah.
in company. Yeah.
Course. But there is actually a real life thing, a fact that we need to pay
Yeah.
attention. The more money you pay, the more attractive place
Yeah.
you get, and that's really important. For example, okay, if your office is in downtown, I don't know, or something like, no, it's not really a good place, or no, maybe a really luxurious, really good place. So of course, being attractive is really, especially at the beginning of business.
Yeah.
Good transport link. So as you know, uh, that's really important. So especially for employees to
Mm,
get to work, and for salespeople to get to customers
mm,
easily.
yeah.
And so that's really important to have good transport links and training courses. Do you have any idea about, is it really important, you think, training courses?
Yeah. Of course, when new business is mean we have many new things. And we have the new employee, new thing to do, and sometimes the process is not um, completely. I mean, it's still build up, and training course is important to make sure the employee can do work, they work well. Or training is makes their own staff. I mean, own staff can understand uh, the business. vision or mission or goal, and and what they can do,
Yeah, of course,
how
of course.
they need to do to
Yeah,
run to
of course. Especially for entrepreneurs, that's really
yeah
important to be provided,
yeah
especially by the government.
government.
It can be really helpful to develop the skills. So I do agree with you. And this one, high unemployment. Okay, so first of all, let's discuss the meaning of this. Do you have any idea about the definition of high unemployment?
Mm, it means we lose a job, right?
No, no, it's something like, actually, it means that the wages you can pay are lower, but you may not be able to find the people, who are really skillful. It means, they have the skills that you want, okay,
Mm,
to set up your business. So actually, it's something like when you want to establish a high level business, of course, you need to have some skillful people. If you want to have some experts, you need to pay more money, more
yeah,
salary, wage, okay, but it's something like when you say high unemployment, it means, okay, I don't want to pay a lot. So I can't maybe recruit some skillful, some expert people. So actually maybe the level of my business, of course, something like reduce. So this means that you pay less, but you can't get the people who are really skillful.
yeah.
So that's really important. I
Mm,
think, of course, I want to know your opinion. So if you want to have a good maybe structure, package structure, cooperation, you need to have some expert, knowledgeable, experienced people, employees. So you need to pay more salary. For example, Ziep is an experienced person, so I need to pay more money to this person. If
mm,
no, I can't have this person in my system. So I
mm,
need to, for example, have someone who is, I don't know, amateur, not really advanced, not really, for example, experienced, because I don't want to pay lots of money. So
yeah,
this means high unemployment. Get it?
yeah. Because I know this word before, and I just think it's the rate of uh, the the quantity of people that they lost their job.
Of
So
course. So of course
yeah,
the quality, of course. Yeah, of
yeah,
course. Yeah, of course.
okay.
Well, yeah. Okay, so the next one, uh, this one, strong currency. So, what do you think about this one?
Mm, yes, like I said before, when we starting new business, we really need a strong currency. Is the how to say we no need to scare or worry about the money.
Yeah, of
Mm,
course. So, of course, for example, when you import raw materials, for example, in manufacturing, when you import raw materials, they are cheaper. Okay,
mm,
but that you export will be more expensive than actually those maybe some competing countries. So that's really important to actually have, okay, the very good price.
mm,
So it's something like, if you product, for example, if your product actually offer more benefits, okay, they may justify a higher price. So that's really important to make a balance. Okay, I'm importing raw materials, so they are cheaper. Okay, so I can produce something with a lower price. So it's something like making balance. This is about strong currency. Just let me say something. I will send you the definition because I need to type them because I don't want to take time. So after class, I will send the definition of these phrases for you. You can have and again study them. So don't
Yeah.
worry about it. And the last one, so let's talk about this last one and government grants. So what do you think about this?
Uh, yeah, I think it's about the policy of government, right? It's
Yeah, can be of course.
yeah, and um it makes it's like to have the policy of government to have the new business owner to new organization to run their business. Maybe some maybe it's grant for money or place or yeah low task
Yeah,
taxes, right? Or
yeah,
maybe
yeah, of
or low
course.
interest rates or yeah. So I think it's really good if we
Yeah, of
have a
course.
government grants.
Course. It's something like a financial award. We can consider it as a financial award
Yeah,
given by government or federal, state, or for example, local government to
yeah,
fund some type of
yeah,
definitely beneficial project. So I have a very good project. Government actually invests something
yeah.
like gives them,
It
yeah,
that
financial awards. So it can be considered as
yeah.
government grant. Okay, so we need to skip this topic for the next session. So I will send the definition of these phrases for you. If you
Yes.
have time, you can study them, and next session we'll keep going. Okay?
Okay. So the
Thank
next
you.
session is 8 a.m.
Yeah,
on
of course.
Saturday.
Saturday,
8.
8 a.m. Yeah, of course.
Okay. So
Okay,
see you
so
on
see
Saturday.
you. Goodbye.
Bye.